A sage on the banks of the Ganges, about 6,000 years ago, after a great deal of asceticism and many years of prayer and meditation, had a vision of the divinity. And he is so ecstatic that he calls on all beings all over the cosmos to join him in that ecstasy. When we have Bhagavan Sathya Sai Baba in our midst, and when we are able to get a sight of him, the delight is so great that it is only in the words of that saint that we can describe what we feel. This is in celebration of the advent of Bhagavan Sri Sathya Sai Baba. No such descent of divinity has happened in history of mankind so far, and therefore the description of his glory and the detailing of his career is something that is very fortunate that we are able to witness and describe. Baba himself has said that it is the prayer of those who are anguished and in agony that has induced him to come into this human form. This isn't the first time that divinity has come as man among men. In varied climes and times, God has been so compassionate that he has come to save mankind. And at this moment of the world's history, when mankind is on the brink of suicide, he has come as Bhagavan Sathya Sai Baba. Therefore, this is a call for all humanity to come to his feet and learn his message and save themselves. Bhagavan has got at the headquarters of this great movement to save mankind, Puttaparthi, a tiny village in the ancient land of India. And we shall see how that Puttaparthi is resplendently attracting all mankind towards it. Puttaparthi is a gem that is planted on the green meadows, surrounded by a ring of hills, and there is a stream, Chitravati, flowing nearby. It is the abode of Sanatana Sarathi. That is the name that Baba has given for himself. He is the eternal charioteer. He directs every one of us who are in this chariot of the body along the road to salvation, not only of you and me, not only of here and now, but of since the ages, when living beings appeared upon this earth. When that time he has been the Sarathi, the charioteer, the Sanatana Sarathi, the eternal charioteer. Prashanti Nilayam means the abode of peace. It is not a temple, it is not a mandir or ashram. Bhagavan's seat is the abode of the highest peace. We invite you to Prashanti Nilayam and you come and join the gathering. And how shall we proceed to meet the Bhagavan? Bhagavan is all the gods that have appeared so far upon the earth. And so for various people. He appears in various forms. The one Bhagavan is being seen as Christ, as Jehovah, as Buddha, as Ram or Krishna, according to the predilections and the attitudes and the prayers of the person who views him. But when he comes near you and you clasp his feet, you find that the feet are so soft and sweet and fragrant that it enters your heart, and you are soft and sweet and fragrant forevermore. Bhagavan says that there is only one God and he is omnipresent. Bhagavan is omnipresent. Prashant Nilayam is the place of the great divine alchemist who turns every leaden heart into gold. Transformation is what happens to everyone who comes to his lotus feet. And he brings back to life the drooping and the dead. Dead to all goodness, dead to all righteousness, dead even to enter upon the road of the pilgrim. All broken hearts come here to be set right, and damaged minds, maybe by despair or distress or disappointment or doubt, every mind can be assured of being mended. And it's a school. We have got in the ordinary alphabet only one D, but this Atmic alphabet that Bhagavan teaches has got 3 Ds: duty, dedication, devotion. It has got 4 Fs: follow the master, face the devil, fight to the end, finish the game. 4 Fs, not 1.
The night of Shivaratri, the dark of the moon, symbolizes the mind when the moon is in its 16th phase only. A 16th fraction of the mind remains to be subdued, suggesting its nearness to the goal of self-realization. Liberation can be easily obtained on this auspicious night by the grace of Lord Shiva. Baba said, in order to bear witness to the fact that the divinity is amongst you, it becomes necessary for me to express this attribute of mine. The Shiva Lingam is the fittest symbol of the omnipotent, omniscient, and omnipresent Lord. The emergence of the Lingam from the mouth of Sai Baba is the clearest symbol representing the formless divine essence, which is beginningless and endless.
The lingam which has just been generated is called the Prithvi lingam. The entire creation and the world is contained in that lingam.
At Brindavan, near Bangalore, South India, Sai Baba has a residence and a boys' college. When not at his ashram, Prashanti Nilayam, he can most likely be found here, inspiring and teaching the students and giving daily darshan, the sight and presence of a holy man, to those from all parts of the world who seek his help and guidance.
Baba is something that is unique. We have not had a personality or a phenomenon or a person with a purpose or a mission like this, with so much of power and with so much of love and compassion and wisdom. Throughout history, we have not had a phenomenon like this. Baba himself has said so often that he is so unique that you can't compare it. We know a thing because we are able to compare it with something else. But there is no comparison for a phenomenon like this. Swami said, I am not a god, I am not a magician, I don't belong to all the four castes into which people are divided. I don't belong to the four stages of life into which a person's life is demarcated. I am Sathya Bodhaka, I am a teacher of truth. I have come as the teacher of truth. Courage is what he wants us to learn, so that we may not fall into either hypocrisy or a lie or falsehood or cleverness. All that comes because we are afraid. Fear not. That is the message. Why fear is the message when I am here. When I am where? Not on the ring or on the pocket or on the wall. Why fear when I am here? That is the lesson that it gives us from inside us. And that is the higher learning. The higher learning is awareness of your reality. And that reality is courage. It is wisdom. It is love. It is purity. It is the truth. And if we know that, then Baba will be satisfied. Then his purpose will be fulfilled. His mission will be fulfilled.
From time to time, Sai Baba invites sincere young students to join with him at the college for a summer course on various aspects of the Vedanic tradition. During one such summer course in 1973, Sai Baba's pet elephant, Sai Gita, joined into the spirit of the occasion, paying homage to its guru. Mr. N. Kasturi, editor of the ashram's monthly journal and Sai Baba's biographer, addresses the students.
Was in answer to this prayer, lead me from one place to another, one stage to another, one state of mind to another. Baba says, there is no question of leading, of moving from one place to another. You are that. It is only removing the veil of pride or envy or greed or hate or ignorance. It is only projecting light upon yourself. And then you realize that you are the real, that you are the wisdom itself, that you are immortal. You are not affected by change. So it's only shedding light onto yourself. It is only the removal of ignorance. And it is because it was considered to be a very complicated affair, and that you have got to depend upon somebody or some guru or some teacher, that you have got to depend upon him, that you are separate from him, that we are small and they are big, that we are weak and they are strong. This kind of distinction that you make between yourself and the great power that is in you. I am weak, I am ignorant. All that kind of feeling has got to be removed. That is why Baba addresses, it may be 20,000, it may be 2, but he addresses them as Divyatma Swarupalara. He sees only the Atma in us, the real in us, the truth in us. And it is to make us know this truth that the formless has taken this form and come into our midst. Jai Sai Ram.
Sunday afternoon at Vrindavan is a time for the students to put Baba's principles of selfless service into action. Work groups clean the compound and prepare food for distributing to the poor.
First, confidence. Where there is confidence, there is love. Where there is love, there is peace. Where there is peace, there is truth. Where there is truth, there is God. Think about all this God. Duty is God, work is worship. Think like this. God is in you, with you, above you, below you, around you. He is always with you. You are God. True God. Think about God. God is everything. He will do. Without grace, God's grace. Grace.
Each student receives a laddu, a sweet confection from Baba as a token of his love. Here, Sai Baba distributes the food prepared by the students to those in need, and by his example inspires his devotees throughout India and other parts of the world to engage in acts of selfless service. For as Baba says, The fulfillment of man's life on earth consists in filling himself with love of God and transmuting that love into acts of service, service of man who is the embodiment of God. On a special occasion, Sai Baba addressed the summer course students outdoors on the campus grounds. Embodiments of the divine Atma. By forgetting his own true nature and being carried away by the pleasures of the external world, which are but fleeting and superficial, and by trying to secure and experience such material pleasures, man fritters away his life. He fritters away his time. Is man able to secure peace by experiencing and obtaining these material pleasures? No. At the end of his life, he is dissatisfied and discontented. Man is becoming ignorant of the permanent being within him, which is truth itself, which is formless. He is reducing himself to the state of an animal and becomes demonic in the process. Ultimately, man comes to the end of his life without a sense of fulfillment because he has not been able to understand the purpose of it and his own true nature. What is the cause for this? He neglects the supreme code of conduct laid down before him, the code of Dharma, right action, that he has to follow. Man has forgotten that Dharma, the divine order, is at the base of everything, and that this Dharma is most important for his own character. The perfection of character by discrimination is the royal path for any human being. It is the very purpose, aim, and goal of one's life. The respect, honor, and dignity of the human race depends upon the character that is exhibited. Without it, the race itself would come to ruin. The improvement of character can indeed be called the hallmark of a human being. Only when morality and ethics range high in the set of values can an individual realize the divine Atma within. And the name for Dharma, the divine order, is love. Nobody can describe what love is or how valuable it is. The various ideas about love do not designate true love, which has no streak of selfishness, which never changes. Everything that is sacred and sanctified can be found in this true love. If it is furthered and nourished, that type of love will always increase, never decrease. There is no reason for this love. That true love, which is without reason, without selfishness, which never wavers or changes, but is forever full and total, that is the love of God. The ordinary love exhibited by human beings has a certain reason behind it. It has a note of selfishness in it, and it changes with the passage of time. Therefore, it is impossible for man who feel this human love to understand the love of God. Boy students and girl students, and you who have the cause of education dear at heart, what I mainly wish to convey to you today is that the love of a human being is totally different from the love of God. As I said earlier, your love is motivated by selfishness. It depends upon some reason and is temporary. Swami's love is selfless, has no reason and no end. Through my love, I am fostering and nourishing your love. Your love is thus nourished by this supreme love. So you should see to it that you live this supreme love and that you do not harm or injure any being, as I would not harm or injure anyone. One should realize the divinity of God and the love of God and live in love. With the hope that you will be a model of this love to the world, I bring this discourse to an end and bless you.
Start the day with love, fill the day with love, spend the day with love, end the day with love. This is the way to God.